Hey guys, welcome back to the absolute best time of the year. It's October the 25th, some of my favorite days to hunt. And look where we're at. We're in the studio. And why are we in the studio?
It's raining, Todd.
It is raining out.
It's raining everywhere. I think like the whole country is just raining today. That's okay. Gives everybody an opportunity.
Got a foot of snow in Bozeman, Montana, though. They got
a lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow. I'm not ready for a foot of snow.
Yeah, you can keep that foot of snow
Keep the
right
snow,
now.
but it doesn't matter because we're at that point right now where dates don't matter. I'm sorry. Time don't matter. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters anymore?
Nothing matters. It is deer time. If you're a deer hunter and you're pumped like I am, this is it, man. The next 30 days, baby. Bring it on.
It's going to be a grind. Hope everybody's ready.
Why is it always a grind? Why is it got to be a grind?
Because it is. It's a grind. You got to wake up early. You're coming home late. You're cold. You're wet. You're muddy. Sometimes you're down in the dumps because you're not seeing anything.
That's the worst.
But you just got to keep going. It's what makes the success all that much sweeter in the end.
I think
like
last
the harder
year,
you work.
Last year, Justin said something to me, and I actually, this is one of the very few things that I've actually kept in my little book of cool things I kind of
Your
read.
mental Rolodex.
Yeah, well, it's not mental.
Oh, you wrote it down?
Dude, I write them down.
Oh, okay.
And Justin said to me last year, and I think everyone should think about this.
I'm kind of scared right now.
No, don't be scared. What makes deer hunting fun, right, is the process. You remember we had this conversation?
Yeah.
It's a process, right? It's whether it's finding the beds in the spring, finding the sheds, working your way through the season, finding a dead buck that you were hoping to harvest, and then didn't even make it to when the season opened, putting in those favorite stands that turn out to be complete garbage because you realize the wind's never going to work for that spot. It's the whole process that finally leads up to not missing.
Making a good shot.
Making a good
All right,
shot.
so let's just chit chat real quick about our seasons so far, right? We're almost 4 weeks in to the season.
Do you feel stressed?
No, not really. Do you? I haven't really hunted. I feel like I haven't really hunted.
I'm a little disappointed, personally. It's not a bad thing. I just, you know what, I was kind of hoping my Nebraska trip was going to go a little bit differently than it went. And then Kentucky, boy, I tell you, we had some deer that we thought had pattern, but they gave us a run for our money. So it is what it is. But that doesn't matter. I finally had a big encounter. I had a good encounter.
A big encounter.
Okay, big. Big is all. I mean, listen, there's going to be plenty of people watching the video and be like, oh, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have passed that one again. You passed too many deer. I've already heard it from
Are we going to see this? Are we going to watch this right now?
I've got this. I've got this hunt, yeah. I mean, it was probably one of the best hunts.
I know, but are they going to see it?
Yeah,
are you just going to talk about it?
Okay, well, watch the hunt. I finally got a northwest wind. You saw me build that water hole earlier this year, and I've been waiting to slip into this stand. That's where I'm going right now. Well, October the 17th, beautiful day here. Got a mock scrape below me. And I'm sitting by the one water hole that I built. I'm getting a couple of photos of some nice bucks traveling through this area. It's a northwest wind. This wind's cutting absolutely perfect for this. Wanted to get at least one hunt in here before our morning run, just so I know that everything is set up perfect. I feel like this could be a money spot. I had a little accident this weekend. I actually sat on my knife. Got 8 stitches in my freaking butt. Went in about 1 inch and caught a small artery. So, not gonna lie, sitting here right now, kind of hurts. That felt perfect. Nothing better than when a plan comes together. Built this water hole this year. I got to give a lot of credit to Kevin, Kurt, Paul. All these guys came in here with me. We investigated the spot and we really wanted to determine where is going to be the best location for this. How am I going to get in? How am I going to get out? And it worked like perfect tonight. It's a super good buck. It's just not who I'm after. I want to get out of here right now while I can. I'm going off to see Craig for a couple of days in Montana. I'll get back and then we'll be all in. This was a great hunt. Perfect setup.
All right, so...
Am I an idiot?
in what sense?
No, come on. With that buck, passing that buck.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Justin.
I think every year we go into our season and we all have kind of like our personal goals and our whatever our standards are, whatever specific deer we may be looking for, right? And passing a deer that your heart just wasn't set on shooting, like I don't think it makes you an idiot. And some people might say, you know, you are an idiot. But maybe for those people, like that's obviously a deer they would have shot. But I think everybody hunts for their own reasons, so
Yes.
I don't care. I thought it was cool just to see, because we've seen the progression, right? Got a new farm, put in the work, put in the Woodland Pond area, had a plan, went in there. Like it wasn't the deer you wanted, but it was a pretty damn good deer, right? And I mean, that was a cool encounter.
Listen, Justin, I really worked hard, and I took a lot of people's, knowledge in making this not just mine. I mean, Kurt helped me out a little bit. My forester, Kevin, came out there and helped. Paul, my buddy, helped me out. We all kind of looked at it. We picked a couple of trees, and it's just, we talk about execution and entering and exiting these different spots. And, there's so many times where you're like, it's not going to matter. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to hunt. Once I'm in there, it's going to be fine, because then all my trails are going to be out of the, bad wind or whatever. But it makes a huge difference. I mean, being able to get in and being able to get out without contaminating a spot too much does make a huge difference. So
yeah.
I have every reason to believe that my target buck that I want to harvest will be there. I just need that northwest wind. I need it, and I need it to be cold.
I don't know if you've looked at the forecast.
How do we have 5 days of east? We have 5 days of east winds. How is this possible?
I know, we all always set up one east wind spot.
I got one.
I got one spot to go in an east wind, and it's kind of like plan C. Whatever, there's an east wind, I'll just go sit over there tonight, maybe something crazy will happen. That's most of our east wind spots. And now, like you said, we looked at the forecast, it's 4 or 5 straight days of east winds. I'm over here going oh my God.
Dude, honestly, I thought I had my phone upside down for a second. I was so stupid. I mean,
I checked 3 apps just to make sure.
That's what I did. I'm like, how is this
that can't
5
be right.
days?
They must mean west, right? No, it all means east.
Dude, literally until Sunday.
Yeah, that's okay though. And you and I talked about it this morning. The advantages of being mobile.
Totally.
The advantages of having run and gun setups, whether it's a saddle or a tree stand or a ground and pound or whatever you guys are gonna do. This is the next 5 days when, for those of the people that can adapt and change,
You're right.
that are gonna have success. If you're the guy that's I am screwed. Well, I mean, maybe you still get lucky, but yeah, I mean, this is the time when you have to adapt to those conditions. It's going to be interesting.
Well,
tomorrow morning we got a northwest, though.
I know.
For a couple hours.
It's not long. It's not long.
Once the rain stops, we got a pretty good northwest, and then it's going to kick east until Sunday. So
I was thinking tomorrow morning, go back to the water hole.
Is probably a good water hole after just rain an inch, you think?
I know it sounds silly, but the does are bedding very nearby.
Fair enough.
Last year I had a couple of photos of the buck that I wanted to shoot on kind of a cold, this time of the year. And I have this trail camera set up all over the place as usual. And it's kind of interesting. This buck left this spot, and I got him here, and now I got him on the return. So I have every reason to believe that he is back to his other main bedding area. You believe what you want to believe. But that's the data that is showing you right now.
Don't rely on trail cameras too much. I think it's a mistake that a lot of people make. That's all I'm saying.
Gosh, now you're going to make me question my decision, but I'm holding the line on my decision. I may change it tonight.
Well, as for my season,
come on, what do you got?
I don't really have much, man. I've spent most of my time taking my kids hunting this year. I've only gone in a tree for myself, I think 3 times I've hunted this year, like personally for me. I saw a couple young bucks sparring. Yeah, part of it is kind of nice, right? I mean, part of it like tempers me and it like stops me from going into some of my better areas. So, you know, when you're with the kids, it's pretty much ground blinds on the food plots for the most part. You know, Joey got antsy one night and wanted to go sit not in a blind.
Yeah.
So we went full camo and we brushed ourselves in. And, you know, unfortunately, the only deer that we've had in front of us to shoot with him has been does with fawns. And we kind of made a deal and an agreement amongst like the guys that are hunting on our lease, because there's just not a lot of deer there in general, that we wouldn't shoot does with fawns.
Is Justin getting soft? Is this soft?
No, believe me, I wanted to, and my kid wanted to pull the trigger. But, you know, in McHenry County where we're at here, man, there's just not a lot of deer. They've sharp shot, whatever the past tense of sharp shooting is. They've killed a bunch of deer, and there's just not as many as there used to be. So, like, the idea of going in and shooting these does that have young fawns, I know there's a lot of coyotes around. Like, I don't know what the chances of that fawn living to next year is. Is it 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But we kind of just went into the season saying we have a ton of young bucks running around. My kid would rather shoot a buck anyways, but of course, all we've had in front of us is does with fawns. But it's been cool because
are we going to see any of this footage?
Yeah, we're showing it right now. We're showing it right now.
Gosh,
does with fawns,
I got yelled at.
You know, well, the problem is I don't have like a full hunt to show. Like, well, I mean, I could show.
You better start doing your job. It's time to do your job, man.
Dude, I got plenty of footage of nothing. If you want to see that, if you guys want to watch nothing,
can we have a scenic
episode? I
have
plenty of it.
Where you just watch trees blowing.
So. Yeah, that's it. I'm waiting, but starting tomorrow is go time.
Well,
officially go time.
Justin, no video is good unless you give some advice.
Be in the woods. That's my advice.
Be in the woods, huh?
That's it.
I think there's more advice to be given than just that. I mean, Justin tapped into the being a mobile hunter, and listen, you know what? Even if you're not prepared and you don't have this, and you see that there's 5 days of this, and maybe you took your vacation time, maybe you took an extended weekend, then maybe you go move a stand. Maybe you just take down what you got up, if you can get in there quietly and move it somewhere else. Because if not, man, you can't get these days back. Once they're gone, they're gone. So, and it's not that hunting in east winds are bad, because we're finally coming off this warm spell here, at least in the Midwest. The weather's going to be turning over to being a little bit nicer, and the reality is these deer are up more on their feet. I am getting a lot more daytime trail camera photos of bucks. Maybe not all the I am not maybe all the hit list ones that I want.
Not when it was real warm. I wasn't.
The last 2 days with this current weather we have, despite how warm it's been, I have daytime photos of bucks up on their feet by scrapes, moving around. We're just moving so close to that point to where there's no turning back. They are going to start laying down more ground. They're going to be moving around, and they're going to be more up on their feet, period.
I guess if I did have any advice to give, and I guess I do have some advice, is to Todd's point about moving stands, like, don't be afraid to scout. Do not be afraid to scout. Get out, find fresh sign, fresh scrapes, rubs. Like, the bucks are starting to cover a little bit more ground, but they're fairly still homebodies. Wherever they're living, they might have 2 or 3 different spots that they live, but they might be there for a day or 2 at a time before they're kind of moving around and covering ground at night. So if you can get on one of these bucks, if you could see a buck, you know, or you're getting daylight pictures of a buck, he's probably close by, don't be afraid to scout and move in and try to kill him. This is the best time of the year to do it. If you just wait and sit on the edges and hope that he's going to come to you, like, you're just wasting time. Be more aggressive, get in there, and get close enough to shoot him. I guess that's my advice for today.
All right. Ask the experts. 2.
No, we're not doing 2.
Not doing 2? Okay.
That says options.
Options. 2
so
options.
You get to pick, Todd. Do you want option 1 or option 2?
I always like option 2 because it seems like it comes up on a pretty real back. I'm so tired of people talking about these arrows. Jeez Louise. Get an arrow that works good in your bow and go hunt.
No more arrow questions is what you're saying? Quit asking us about arrows.
Nah, there's been
Let's
so
talk
many of
about
them.
pee instead.
This is more relevant to right now. If your arrows
right.
aren't set up by now, I don't know what to tell you. Let's do this. Do you carry in a pee bottle or let it fly? What about peeing in scrapes? Do you think deer can distinguish between human and animal urine? We're answering this question right here, right now, in the studio, Justin.
You're asking me now? I get to answer first?
Listen,
I just let it rip.
I used to carry a bottle. Dude, you never carried a bottle? Come on. Dude, don't lie. It's impossible. Yes.
I don't think I ever carried a bottle, but
I carried a bottle.
I didn't pee it out of my stand. I would just hold it.
When you get to 50, let me tell you,
I
son,
understand. I'm in my 40s now. That doesn't happen anymore. I'm saying, back when I cared about that type of stuff, yes, I was like absolutely not peeing.
If anyone hunts near me and sees me dancing around real quick, right, the last 3 minutes, maybe I've held it all the way to the end, but there's no way I can climb down and wait. It's got to go. I'm letting it fly. I used to carry a bottle.
What started me on this?
I want to hear this.
Clinton and Frank. They're like the two guys that I knew that like killed more big deer than anybody on our team. And they were like, dude, we piss out of our stands all the time. And I was like, are you insane? You know, oh my God, you are insane. And they were like, it doesn't seem to hurt anything. We're still killing plenty of big deer. In fact, killing more deer than you are. And I was like, maybe they're onto something. So
let it fly.
There you go.
Now, going back to the peeing in the scrapes, yeah, I definitely have peed in scrapes. Plenty.
I don't really do that.
I don't even know why I do it. I just do it. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I have no idea. Yes, I pee in scrapes.
Is it like a male instinct? Just like a male dog?
I don't know. You know what? You pee in the scrape, you know what? It freshens it up, at least in my brain. That's what I think. The bottom line is I still get pictures of deer coming to those scrapes even after I'm done peeing in it. I don't think it makes a difference. The big guys still come in. And I think, too, at some point I read somewhere, maybe somebody can add some notes down in the comments below, but I think, like, isn't it like after 24 hours that scent's like completely gone?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
To be honest
All
with
right.
you.
Well, we want, if you know a lot about piss,
like, it breaks down.
Put down below.
Something or other. I'm not
Yeah,
a scientist.
something.
I don't know. Darren, that's the best we could do. Just pee out of your stand. It doesn't matter.
Let it fly. Be cool.
We all do it. Watch our video. We did a whole video on do you pee out of your tree stand.
Put that link in
We
there.
asked all the folks at the ATA show, and I think everybody we asked said they pee out of their stand, except Vicky.
Vicky Central at?
Because she's got to get down.
She's got to get down.
But she would. I'm sure she would pee out of the stand if she could. She just can't without making a mess.
She could. Okay.
There you go.
We're going to leave that one at that.
Trophy photo time. Let's take a look at these.
Brian Grissom.
Aaron Oldacker.
Ryan Boyd.
Cole Luberg.
Haley Bohack.
And Darren Zembo. Graf, these are some tough names this week. Boyd, Ryan Boyd, you had an easy name. Everyone else, Grissom was pretty easy. Zembo, I feel like we've seen Zembo before.
Gosh,
Luberg.
First look, this is a
Where do you
tough
want to
one.
go?
Oof. Man, Cole's photo looks good. Ryan jumps out at me, but man, I hate when those antlers touch the face. So Ryan, sorry buddy, you're out. Darren working it pretty good, but man, I gotta tell you, Cole is framed up, looking good.
I'm
Can
with
see
you.
the bow. Buck is fantastic looking.
I'm going Cole. That's what I thought too. Congratulations, Cole.
Learn from Cole's photo, guys.
Cole.
Take a picture of it.
Although you know
keep
what I
it on
love
your
about
phone.
Brian's photo?
Let's see.
The red arrow in the quiver.
That's
right?
cool.
That's a thing of beauty right there.
But
I still think Cole's picture is better, but I'm just saying, when I see a picture like that and there's like a couple clean arrows and then one that's just painted red.
Aaron, where are all your
It's
arrows?
just awesome.
That's what everyone always says to us. Like, Todd, you started with
right,
5
Aaron.
arrows. There's only one
Aaron's
left in
only
your
got
quiver.
one arrow in his quiver, and it doesn't look like it's bloody.
Aaron.
Hey, we've all been there, Aaron.
I remember when Justin came and helped me one time in Wisconsin for a deer, and I think I unloaded that entire quiver and went back to the car and get another arrow. I think that may have happened.
That was before we were filming. Sorry, guys. So that is all for today's episode of Bow Hunter Die. Prime time is here. The next 30 days is what it's all about. Get in the woods, be safe, use your lineman's belts, use your harnesses and your lifelines. Stop falling out of trees, people. Please, for the love of God, just use your safety equipment. It doesn't make you cool or more of a man when you don't use your safety equipment. You know how many dudes I still like see like posting online like, bro, I never wear that stuff.
Bro.
Just like, oh my God, you're not cool because you don't wear a harness. I'm sorry, you're just not.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Wear your harness.
That's all we've got.
Good luck hunting. We do wish the best that you guys smoke a big one.
Yes, just not one of the ones that I'm chasing. Bye.
I mean, if you get something you need help, I would like to help.
Okay. Of course. Yeah, you're always more than welcome to come.
No, I'm not always. I'm welcome, but I just don't get the invitation, so I'm putting it out.
I usually don't shoot anything. There's nothing to help. The last deer I shot out there, you did help.